What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We got another episode of Amateur Pool. Strap in your seatbelts, buckle in, and grab some popcorn, boys and girls, because we got Josh versus Josh today. So Josh St. George is who I'm playing. He's a skill level 5. We're playing 9-ball and tap, and I'm a skill level 7. So our race, I have to go to 7. He's got to go to 5. I won the lag. This is the first break, and it looks dry. It looks dry, just like prom night. Just kidding. Close your ears, kids. You ain't supposed to listen to that. You ain't supposed to listen to that stuff. Yeah, it looks like a dry break, I think. Oh, no, a scratch, man. Even worse. It was dry with a scratch, man. Sounds like I got strep throat or something. Dry with a scratch. Anyway, Josh St. George, good dude, man. I really enjoy playing him. I've played him before. I don't know if I've recorded any matches with him before, but I've played him a lot. He's a good dude, and when he catches fire, man, he gets on a heater. He can shoot very well, so should be a pretty good one here. Looks like he's going to start with the one in the corner, I think. I mean, he could go to the side from there. He's got ball in hand. He can place it wherever he wants. Yeah, he's going to go to the side, and he'll probably just either stun straight this way, or he'll put a little draw to come back this way. Okay, he just stopped it, just rolled it a little bit. He's good on the 2. Problem with the angle he has now is if he tries to come backward, he could clip the 9. And if he tries to go forward, he's going to run into this stuff. And he's got to get on that 3 ball there. I think that's the 3. This might be the 3 down here. It's hard to tell on this table. Okay, he did well with that shot, man. He put like a little bit of force follow, so when it came over, it bent and then came out this way. So that worked out nice. So this must be the 3 ball down here. Yep. Which means his next ball is the 4. He'll just come straight up table with it, I'm sure. Oh, he hit it two rails. Unexpected, but a good shot. He hit it real hard. He went 3 rails. Check that. I said 3 rails. I don't know why. I learned to count back in 3rd grade. Watching Sesame Street, That and the Tootsie Roll commercial. I don't know if anybody remembers the Tootsie Roll with the owl. And he's like, how many licks does it take to get to the center? 1, 2, 3, And then he bites the Tootsie Roll. Anyway, I'm off track, guys. I'm off topic. Let's get back to the topic. We got a match. Good chat. Let's go. All right, so he's got this 5 ball next, man. I don't think he can make the 5, but it almost looks like both of these balls are frozen on the rail. And if that's the case, he can kick there, and the 8 should go straight down table. It should. It doesn't always work that way, but essentially that's the way it should work. I'm no physicist, but I think it should work that way. Yep, good shot. Smart, good shot. Good of him to see that shot too, take a look at it, because that only works if both of those balls are frozen to the rail. If one of them's off a little bit, that shot doesn't work. He'll probably put right spin on this one, I imagine, just based on how he played the last one. No, he went straight across. I thought he would have put right spin and came this way out here for the 6. He didn't. He just tried to come straight across and land in here somewhere, which would have been fine. He did leave me a pretty straight shot. Little bit of distance, but it's a 7-foot table, so not too much distance. I probably want to make this with a little draw and just bring the cue ball back a little bit to about there. Oh, or I can just miss it badly, poke the shot up. It was not a very good stroke, guys, and we're starting off with a rough stroke right off the bat, man. Well, not much to say about that. I'm pretty embarrassed. I got egg all over my face, man, on that shot. It was a bad stroke, but I left him a pretty easy out here. He doesn't have to do much. That 7 ball goes easy in the side, so all he's got to do is make the 6 and just don't scratch here. Make the 6, maybe put a little bit of right, just to keep the cue ball from scratching. First things first, though, you got to make the 6, man. I mean, I could try to carry him off the 6 and make the 7, but that's a dangerous shot and it's risky. I like hitting the 6 with a stop shot and sending the 6 2 rails and just leaving the cue ball right there. I think that's what I was trying to do. I didn't quite stop it, but I am going to get lucky and slop that sucker in, man. And good thing for me, I'm dead on the 7. All I got to do is put a little bit of top and just roll the cue ball forward. Yeah, now easy peasy. Well, it wasn't pretty, boys and girls. I got super lucky, but it's better to be lucky than good. You know what I mean? Well, not really. It's better to be good than lucky, but sometimes when you're not good, it's better to be lucky. You know, that's 1-0. So now we have a 6-5 race. I need 6 more games. He still needs 5. Second rack. Let's go. Let's see if I can make something on the break here, man, besides a cue ball, please. No, but a safety break. You know, I hit him. He can't see the 1. You can push out here, but I don't suspect he's going to push out because the way the 3 ball is, if he just kicks and makes a good hit, he should make the 3 ball. Cue ball will drift over here. The 1 ball will drift over here, and he'll have that shot next up in the corner if it goes past the 4. I don't know. That's quite the drawing, man. Looks like I'm drawing, I don't know, shapes and stuff, you know, for a toddler. You know, that's basically what I am as a toddler, so it makes sense. I think he's going to kick at this. I mean, he may play a safety here, or a push out or a safety. I don't think he'll safe, but he may play a push out. Yeah, now he's looking at that that kick. That's what I like best, is kicking at it. All you got to do is make a good solid hit, and you should make the 3. Oh, well, he proved me wrong, man. He made a solid hit, but he got it on the way out, not the way in. So obviously the 3's not going to go. I think he left me enough. Yeah, it looks like he left me at plenty to still make that 1 ball. And the 2 ball's next, so I got to be sure to stop shot right there and go right through the gap. Just stop it. Yeah, that works. Now I got the gap for the 2. The 3 ball sitting here, I'm just going to play bottom with outside, that's right spin, and send the cue ball this way. I could play top as well, or I could just put right and just come out here too. Yeah, that's what I did. No bottom, no use moving it further than I needed to, I guess. That was smart. All right, a little bit of top on this one, come off this side rail and back over for the 4. Maybe a little top left. Yeah, that works. Now I'm on the 4. I can just stun to this rail and then come out this way. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Or I could draw. I could draw straight up as well. But I like the stun off the rail better because the draw has a danger of scratching in the side. Of course, I played kind of a draw and a stun. I played both. You know, probably undecided which way I wanted to go with it. So I did a little bit of both. That's dangerous to do that. All right, with this 5 ball, I think I can just roll forward and come back out here for the 6 in the side or the 6 straight down, either way. Yeah, looks like probably straight down at this point. Because if I make it in the side, I've got to hit it pretty firm to get the cue ball to travel over here for the 7. And when you hit it real hard like that into the side, sometimes it doesn't want to drop. It wants to bobble out. So I'll hit this one hard with a lot of stun. Not enough stun. Not enough. I wouldn't even have had the angle either because I was coming this way. If I hit it harder, I got a danger of getting behind the 7. I would have had to really crush it to get all the way over in here for a real shot. Wouldn't have been feasible. I should have took another look at that. Maybe I could have played follow and sent the cue ball this way. You know, something like that. I don't know if that would have necessarily gotten me there. I don't know. I don't know what I could have done different, man, but that didn't work. I was gonna call it because you got to call the 9 and tap, but I picked my marker up. I think I'm gonna play a safety here probably. Yeah, a little safety action. I hit it too hard though, did I? I mean, it's kind of safe. I think he can hit the edge of the 7, but I don't know if he can get the full thing or not. So it may have worked, it may not have worked. Time's gonna tell, and we're about to find out. I don't know what he can do with this other than maybe chip off the edge, send the 7 this way. It'd be nice if he got it right behind the 8 and send the cue ball this way, somewhere up in there. Oh, he could see enough to bank it. Okay, he saw a lot more of that ball than I thought he did. Looks like he just left me the edge, though. So I will probably, if I can see enough of it, that's what I'm looking at right now. I can try to cross bank it. cross it over. So when the cue ball hits, I have to hit top and then inside spin to make sure I don't double kiss on that one. This is not an easy shot, and to me, it doesn't look like I can see enough of it, but I must be able to because I'm shooting it. Missed it. But I'm going to get lucky 2 times. 2 times. Got lucky, you know. That's the Irish in me right there, making that shot. It's just the way it goes. Straight back. I'm going to draw. Just watch that side pocket. Maybe I was trying to draw all the way out there. But my first instinct was just to draw it back into here and play the 9 in the other side. So I may have overhit that. Nobody knows for sure, bro. Just kidding. I know for sure I overhit it. I wasn't trying to come off the rail and back, but nevertheless, I got it done. So now we're up 2-0. We have an even race, 5-5. Looks like I made a ball this time and didn't scratch. But I don't think I have much here, man. I'm not even 100% certain I can see the 7 enough or the 1 enough to hit it because it's next to the 7. If I could, if it wasn't right on the 7, maybe I could make it in there. What I'm looking at here probably is to see if I could do a 1-9 combo. But if it's touching the 7, that's not even going to work. If we're touching the 7, I think the best I could do is maybe get it next to the 9 ball. I'm playing a push out here. So that's I was looking to make sure he couldn't just fire in the 9 if I pushed out, and I determined that he can't. So now I'm playing a push out. Now he has the option of either shooting this or making me shoot it. So if you're unfamiliar with a push out, it's only available in 9 ball or 10 ball. And it's the first shot after the break. That's it. You can call a push out. You can hit the cue ball wherever you want to on the table. The other person can either play it or make you shoot it from there. That's a push, and now we know, you know. And like G.I. Joe said, it's half the battle right there. Now you know. And knowing is half of the battle. Man, it's starting to get cold here in Michigan. I can't believe Josh St. George there is still wearing shorts, bro. You're making me cold. I'm cold right now. Freezing, actually. Freezing. What's he going to do here? Is he going to try to save me? Is he going to try to... He didn't mark the 9, so... Oh, he missed it. He was trying to edge it and get the cue ball to come back around table probably. Not necessarily on that line. When he hit the ball, it would have went this way, and then it would have came up this way, and then it would have came up this way. That's, I think, what he was trying to do, but I don't know for sure. Only he knows, you know. I'm not a mind reader, bro. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? All right. Okay, now I should just make this with a like a stun off the rail, come out to here, and then I'll shoot that 3 to 9 combo. Yep. All right, now I got a little angle. I remember what I do here. I play the 3 off of the rail. That way, if I happen to miss it, the 3 ball drifts this way, and it doesn't leave an easy combo for him. But in retrospect, I can't speak, bro. In retrospect, looking at this now, I should have just played it straight in. I shouldn't have tried to go off the rail with it. That made the shot way harder. And honestly, it was a pretty easy shot. I should have just manned up, not thought about the miss, and just put that sucker in, man. Good news for me, though, I cluttered him. You know, he's got the 3. The 4 is wide open, but he's got to do something here. Well, no, he could make the 6 and break out the 7, but it's a little bit riskier and a lot tougher this way. So I got a little lucky with the clutter, and he overhit that. If you guys haven't seen a video from this bar before, this is a place called Overtyme Bar and Grill in Waterford, Michigan. This rainbow table. This is my home bar for league play. Their rails are so bouncy here. It's pretty unreal. So I watch everybody who's not used to it. If they have to play a shape off the rail, 99% of the time it goes too far because they don't expect the rails to bounce so hard. All right, he put me in a tough spot, but if I can see the right side of the 4 ball, I should just nick it and try to get the cue ball back behind the 7 and just send the 4 ball out here a little bit. So a little bit of right spin, but I got to hit it nice and easy. It's a touchy safety, but one that I should be able to do. But you know how that works, man. I don't do half the stuff I should be able to. I think I got him with the 8. My intention was to get him with the 7, but I think I got lucky and got him with the 8. Now, Josh does know how to jump, but if I'm touching that 7 with the cue ball there, I don't think even a jump shot would really work. Maybe. It's difficult, but we'll see what he does, man. We will see what he does. Did you guys know he's a saint? You know, St. George? I never knew. I never knew. It's pretty crazy, man. Pretty crazy. You know, I should have asked him for a blessing by the time we were done, but, you know, ran out of time. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm just jabbering. You know, it's part of the things I do. I get a lot of comments on my channel like, oh, this is way better with the mute button. I agree, bro. If you know, there's plenty of pool channels out there, man. If you don't like me jabbering, you can hit mute or switch to another channel, bro. That's all there is to it. You know, I do me, you do you. And if my me and your you doesn't cohesively fit together, that's okay. That's okay, bro. Can't expect everyone to like it. All right, he is going to jump. Let's see if he can make it. No, he made a good hit, though. All right, the 4 ball's going to come out for a shot, but not a simple shot, man. I mean, I can possibly cut that down and just send the cue ball back and forth. And as long as I end up somewhere in the middle of the table, I'll have a shot on that 6. Or I could play a safety here. Chip off the left side, send the cue ball back around. I think that's what I'm doing. It looks like it. Yeah, but I didn't hit that good. I may get lucky here, but I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Sorry, guys. My brain's not fully awake yet, man. You know, man, I need another energy drink. I got one. Maybe I should go crack it open. Drink it up, man, you know. Wake my brain, get my brain going a little bit. I already had a cup of coffee. I had an energy drink with breakfast, and now I switched to a little Powerade. You know, I should drink more water, but, you know, who likes water? Some people do, not me. Not I, said the fly. All right, man. I'm not sure he can make the 6, but what scares me here, he can cut the 6 right in between the 7, 9, and I think even if that 9 hits the rail, it should still go in. He's not marking it, though. In Tap League, you have to mark the pocket if you're going for it, for the 9 ball. We'll see. I don't think he's going for it. Maybe he can make the 6 clear and try to knock the 7 out. I think he's missing an opportunity here, though. Oh, does a 6 sit right in front of the pocket? It does. All right, the 6 sat in front of the pocket for me, so this should be all she wrote for this rack. I'm gonna edge the 6, send the cue ball around table to here, and then I'm gonna make that combo, the 7, 9. Yep. Easy peasy. Now this combo I should not miss, and I'm not gonna mess around trying to go rail first on this one. Which is what I should have done the first time around. Just make it straight in and call it the day. Let's call it good. You know what I'm saying? There it is, man. All right. Now we're up 3-0. So far, it's been a little bit rocky, but let's see if it gets better here. Oh, 9 on the break. We'll take that all day, every day. That's a quick rack. That puts me up to 4. Now I only need 3 more, and he still needs 5. Let's go. Don't forget to, did I ask you to hit the like button? I didn't even ask you to hit the like button yet, man. Jeez, that's how my brain's not even working, man. I appreciate how's everybody doing out there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. There we go. Now my work part is done. You know what I'm saying? Now we can go back to the match, man. Back to the match now that we got all the particulars out of the way. I'm trying to cut this in the side, but I need to do it softly because I need to end up on the 2 ball. And don't want to scratch. Yeesh. That's still struggle bus, man. I'm not playing. What is that on the floor right there? Someone lost a phone number or a receipt or something. You guys see it up there? I don't know what it is. I don't know what the heck that is. Someone pick that thing up. I'm curious. Curious to know what it is. We'll probably never know. You know, it's the first time I even noticed it. Probably a receipt or something. Oh, he made a good shot there. It wasn't an easy shot, but man, got a little unlucky with the scratch. He's You know, the luck is not on his side for sure. You know, I've gotten a couple, I got a lucky slot with the 6. Uh, I think I got lucky on a safety twice because I overhit the safety and still hooked him by luck. Man, you know, this match would be a whole lot different right now if we subtract those 2 games I got lucky that and give them to him. Then it's a 2-2 game right now, and he would only need 3. I would still need 5, you know? So definitely luck is playing a big factor in this one, as it often does in pool, especially amateur pool. Professional pool, luck plays a factor, but you don't see it nearly as often. In amateur pool, man, there's a lot of misses and a lot of rolls. That was a good shape. That was a good shape. I had to come in between those, and then out to there. The Z shape, if you will. All right, just a little stun off the rail here. Oh, I spun it. I thought maybe I would hit it slow and come over here, but I didn't. I went for that. You guys know what I'm saying. I can't speak. You know what I'm talking about already. I'm just making stuff up at this point. Just making stuff up. Man, just I wish I could play better, you know what I mean? I feel like I should be able to play better, and in my mind, I play a lot better. But then when I watch my matches back, I get highly disappointed and think, man, I should be better, you know? Oh, I banked it for shape. I like that. The reason I banked it is because then I could just stop here for the 6. I didn't have to try to maneuver the cue ball, and I felt pretty good about the bank, obviously. So I'll use top with inside on this one and come over for the 7. Yeah, that was top with right spin. Now, I probably won't do much with this 7 ball. I'm just going to stun it off the rail and back out, and then I'll take the 9 in the side over here. Yep, this is going to put me on 5, man. I'm only going to need 2 racks. It looks like my stroke's starting to get a little bit better here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I haven't felt great. I haven't felt dead stroke in a while, man. If you're not familiar with dead stroke is that feeling where you can do nothing wrong. You make every shot you shoot, your stroke feels perfect, and you get down to shoot at something and you already know what's going in. That's dead stroke. And I haven't felt that in a while, man. I feel like every match has been a little bit of a struggle for me. Now, here's a decent break. I did make one. I've got a good-looking shot at the 1 ball. The 9 ball is literally sitting in the pocket. I probably won't go for it off the 1. I'll probably make the 1 with left spin and send the cue ball this way, back out here, is likely what I'll do here. But I don't know. You never can tell with me. I might even try to bank this the way I banked that last one. Who knows? Just kidding. I'm not going to bank. That'd be stupid. Oh, I'm going to get super unlucky with this, though. That wasn't unlucky. It was sloppy. I put too much spin on it and hit the 9. Didn't want to do that. And plus, I hit it too hard. If I would have hit it a little softer, I probably would have ended up okay. But nevertheless, it wasn't a great shot. I'm going to try to chip off the 2 and get the cue ball back here behind the 6. Instead, I hit the 9 and left him a shot, man. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like everything's a struggle bus, man. Struggle bus. It is what it is, though. You know, I've accepted it. I just keep practicing and trying to get better, man. I try not to get mad about the way I play because, you know, I'm not as good as I think I am. And that goes for just about every pool player, I think. We always think we're better than we are. It's not until you watch yourself back on a match, like on a video or something, you realize, man, hey, I'm not that good. You know, it's just facts. I'm not that good. But I love the game, and I'm trying my best to get better, man. I want to get more consistent because when I'm on fire, you know, I feel pretty good. I'm hard to beat, I think. But I'm just very inconsistent, man. And I know the key to inconsistency is practice. And I practice just about every day. And I feel like I'm not getting more consistent. I know in reality I probably am, but it don't happen fast enough, you know. I don't feel good about it. Man, he got unlucky with that bump on the 7. I mean, unlucky, yeah. Maybe a little too much left spin, yeah. Maybe not enough left spin. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm just watching. He did get unlucky where his cue ball ended up right on top of that 6. I'm not sure he can do a whole lot with this. Even if he goes the way he's looking at right now, he may end up giving me a shot here. This is not easy. I think he's trying. to just graze the 6 and bring the cue ball back over here. But man, that's such a hard shot. I'm not sure it's feasible. Okay, hit it harder. I think he hit the point. If he would have hit it softer, he might have been okay, but it's so hard to tell because that would have changed the angle, if he hit it softer. So who knows how it would have ended up. We'll never know at this point, guys. The shot's over. We can't recreate it. Well, we could recreate it, but we're not going to. It's too much effort just to figure it out. We'll never know. Just leave it at that. What am I doing? Am I safetying him behind the 9? Of course. Of course I put the 6 in. I was playing safety all the way there. That's why the cue ball stunned over like that. I wasn't trying to make the 6. I was just trying to bank it up table. Man, so all that good luck I was having earlier, I mean, this might be a little bit of karma coming back, because you can't get too much good luck without having a little bit of bad luck. It's just the way it goes. This is dumb. I'm going to try to hit this by spinning off of that and coming around 3 rails, but it's never going to work. The 9's in the way. And if the 9's not in the way, I'm way too shallow on it. So, yeah, I could have told him. I could have told myself that wasn't going to work. Hey, Josh, don't shoot that, bro. It ain't going to work. He don't listen, though. He's hard-headed. I know him pretty well. He's a hard-headed guy. Trust me. He's a hard-headed dude, man. He just does what he wants. He don't listen to nobody. Thinks he knows everything. Ask his wife. She'll tell you. Thinks he knows everything. All right. Unfortunately, I'm now going to give up my first game of this match. I wish I didn't, but I did. And it was due to a failed safety. Well, the safety was actually done well. It was just controlling the object ball. I didn't want to make that 6. And that's what I get. And someone please pick this little piece of paper up off the floor. It's driving me insane. I want to know what it is. Leave a comment. Listen, we're not going to know what that paper says. So let's play a game. Leave a comment and let me know what you think that piece of paper might be. And we'll have fun with it, bro. What is that piece of paper even? What is it? I don't know. I mean, in reality, it's probably a receipt, but we don't know for sure. Could have been anything. I mean, I was going to say it was something crazy, but then I remembered it's a family channel, so I'm not going to say it, You can figure it out or leave it in the comments and we'll have fun with it. We'll go from there. What's going on? Oh, man, I don't think you guys can hear it, but it sounds like there's a damn game of Jumanji being played upstairs. That's crazy. My dog, I think, is going nuts. All right, he was trying to make the 1. Missed the 1, obviously. Left me a cut, but it's not the easiest cut in the world. And the cue ball is going to hit the 4. It may even come down and hit the 3 afterwards, and then probably come down here, end up in there somewhere, unless I come off the rail. We'll have to see how this one turns out. It's a guess. That turned out pretty okay, if you ask me. I think got a little love there, maybe from that hook where I hooked myself, Karma's like, all right, bro, we got you once. Let's give you 1 back. We'll see. Oh, that's the 7 ball. I always think that's the 3 ball. This set of balls, every time when I do a recording on this table at this bar, the 3 and the 7, you can't tell them apart, bro. You know what I mean? You basically have to be a freaking rocket scientist to tell those balls apart. Man, I left myself a little long and straight on this 6. I don't like this one bit. Maybe I can cheat it with follow left and come back out, but I'm not sure. It's exactly what I tried to do, but I hit it like a little girl. Should have threw my purse at it and maybe hit it a little harder, and maybe that ball would have came down table a little further. Or if I hit it harder, that left spin, the outside spin would have taken a little more. The spin was falling off because I hit it too soft. So that left spin would have actually brought it more this way. Here I go with the safety again and hit it too hard again. Every time, guys, I'm hitting my safeties too hard. I told you how bouncy these rails are. Maybe that had something to do with it, because once it hits this rail, dude, it just wants to bounce. You know what I mean? It wants to bounce. Good thing for me, the only thing I left him here really is a bank. The bank is on, but he's got to make it with top right to get the cue ball back over for the 8. I guess he could play it with straight draw too, but he would have had a shot on the 8 there. It's not the easiest shot in the world, but he would have had one. And he left me pretty good on this 7, man. Left me pretty good. I need to draw off it for shape. I got to watch this pocket here because I don't want to scratch. So I need to outdraw that pocket. Or play. I went the hard way about that, man. So I tried to land before the pocket and just spin back this way. It was too cute. I shouldn't have tried to do all that. I should have just loaded it up with draw and outdrawed that pocket. What am I, freaking hillbilly? I should have done outdrawed that pocket right there, you know what I mean? Sorry to all the hillbillies out there, bro. I'm just kidding. You know, I got deep hillbilly roots, man. It's the only reason I make fun of it. You know, my mom's actually my cousin and my aunt. Just kidding. Just kidding, Mom. My mom watches these videos sometimes. So I'm just joking, Mom. Just joking. I know we're not that hillbilly. Just a little hillbilly. Anyway, good chat. Back to the match. I'm getting off topic. Stop distracting me, little Timmy. Let's get back to the match. Get back to what we do, because obviously me on screen is distracted as well because I just missed that shot. Left him pretty easy. This is a game, this particular game, I obviously didn't want to win, you know. Some people may call me crazy, you know, for letting him have another game, but I felt it's only fair. You know, I didn't want to win this one. I wanted to give it to him, you know, because I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Oof. He's making it tough on himself, though. Let's see what he does. He's making it tough on himself, man. This isn't easy, man. I mean, good thing for him, he's like 7 foot tall, so he can reach this mofo. I said mofo, bro. You know, it's a family channel. If this were me, I'd be getting my extension and a bridge and everything else. Nice shot, Josh. He made it. Is he going to scratch? Nowhere near scratching, bro. All right, so I'm letting him back in this now. It's 2-5. I need 2 more games. He needs 3 more games. It's a whole lot closer than it was a minute ago. So I need to step up my focus and start playing a little bit better here. I need to do better, Josh. You know, I'm the worst to ever do it. That's what many are saying. Many people, many analysts are saying I'm the worst at this game, you know. What is this piece of paper, man? Someone pick it up. Go pick up that piece of paper, bro. Hey, Josh St. George, pick that piece of paper up. Don't step on it. Pick it up. I don't know what it is, man. It's driving. Can you tell it's driving me crazy? You know, I thought I was hiding it pretty well, but maybe you can tell. All right, is he going to cut this and just go straight back and forth? I think so. Yeah, perfect. He hit it a little hard, but that was a nice shot, man. And I know he didn't want to hit it softer because that shot is way more difficult, but he could have hit it harder and just kept the momentum going on the cue ball to come back over here for a shot. So he could have hit it hard enough to go here, here, and then back again. I know that's hitting it pretty hard though, you know. Either that or you slow roll and just get the cue ball to bounce one time over here. Either way, it's not the easiest shot in the world. He did pretty well with it, did the best he could. Let's see what he does with this. He's playing safety on me. And a good safety it was, man. I'd give him a little table tap if I was there right now. Be like, hey, that was a good shot, bro. That was a good safety, man. Now, I may be able to, I'm not sure, but I may be able to shoot it off this rail, and then bang. That's not what I'm doing, though. I must have a gap between the 8 and the cue ball because I'm playing it here and then here. And my intention is to make the 2, but I marked the pocket just in case I hit the 2 into the 9 and the 9 goes. You got to be prepared, you know. You got to be prepared just in case. I did make the 2. That works out. I mean, it was pretty lucky on my part. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I was going for that, but I'm going to make 1 or 2 out of 10 on that shot. You know what I mean? So it was a little bit lucky that I happened to make that, but it wasn't slop. That's what I was trying to do. All right, inside spin. That was straight left spin on that one. For 1, it slows the cue ball down off the rail. For 2, it gives me the angle to go at the 6. Now I'm going to draw this straight back. Yep. By straight back, I meant off the rail a little bit, you know. Can't go straight back when you got an angle. All right, this one I will probably follow, maybe even with inside English to come 2 rails, or I could just follow 1 rail. I followed 1 rail. That works. That works. I'm pretty straight on this 8, so I'll probably just hit, like center the cue ball and then maybe 1 or 2 millimeters above that. That way when I hit the 8, the cue ball drifts forward about 1 revolution. Like that. Well, maybe a revolution and a half. You know, my math's not the best, you know. I'm not, no one ever accused me of being a arithmetician. Yes, I said arithmetician, bro. You heard it right. Don't look it up. It's not a real word. I made it up. I made it up. But nevertheless, I made up that game I gave him last time. Now I'm on the hill, boys and girls. He needs 3. I need 1. It's my break. Let's go for a break and run, Josh. What do you say? What do you say, man? What say ye? Remember I said let's go for a break and run? I was just kidding, dude. You know, let's just dry break instead. That's way better. That's way better. I was kind of hoping deep down inside I dry broke, you know, rather than break and run. Just something about it's way cooler, you know. All the cool kids are dry breaking these days, you know. Oh, you don't dry break? You're not cool if you don't dry break. You're just not cool if you don't break dry, my man. All right, maybe we're going to see a push out from him here, but I'm not 100% certain because I don't think he can attack that one. And honestly, trying to kick at this may not come. I mean, maybe he can kick at it and make it inside that way. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is a push out. We'll see. We'll see if he goes for a hit. I take the audio out of these because they're playing copyright music, so I have to take the audio out. So we can't hear, but likely he's called a push out from the way he's aiming. Yep, definitely a push out. I think he might have left me a shot here. Not an easy one, but I think it's available. And if I make it, the cue ball should bounce over this way or maybe right down into there if my stroke isn't good. Instead of coming straight back, the cue ball will come down this way a little bit. I think the 6 will go past the 5, but that is a tie. I mean, less than half a pocket, I would say. These are big pockets. You know, it's a valley table with 5-inch pockets, but I know I don't want to be shooting that 6 past the 5 unless I have to. I could play the combo. Then the 2 ball is going to come off the 5 and go who knows where, you know. Timbuktu or something. Made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Who said that, guys? Does anybody? Of course you guys know who said that. Looks like I made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Let me know if you know who that is. I suspect you probably do, but it is kind of obscure. Yeah. I needed to hit it firm to get the cue ball back and over for the 3 ball here. This is the 3 ball, by the way. And that shot with such, it was so tight. Hitting it hard like that, man, is almost a death sentence. I'm an idiot for doing it, you know. I should have played the combo and seen where the 2 ball ended up. Took my chances, you know, especially being on the hill. I could have taken that chance and just made the combo instead of trying the 2 ball. But nevertheless, Josh got over top of the 9. Now he's got to jack his stick up a little bit. I said up, not off, bro. Better stop it with that. Ooh, yeah, anytime you lift your stick like that, man, it becomes a little bit of a tough shot. Not the easiest thing in the world. All right, I'm going to chalk it up, man. Look at the shine on the back of that head, boy. Whew. Yeah. You know, smooth like a baby's bottom. You know, freshly shaven. I tried it. I just shave when I'm with a Bic, you know, and I do it when I'm in the shower. So it's easy just to keep my head shaved. Every now and then, you know, if I'm lazy and I just want to take a quick shower, I won't shave. But most of the time, I just shave right in the shower. Makes it easy. Keeps my hair clean, you know, all my lack of hair. If I grow it out, it's a bozo, you know. I've got a big horseshoe right there with no hair. And then I've got weird hair on the sides, you know, it is what it is, you know. You get old, you start getting bald and fat, just the way life goes. He hit the 7, I'm pretty sure that's a 7, not the 3 right there. Yeah, ball in hand. Got it, okay. Decent looking layout here. Knock on wood, I should be able to get out, man. I probably just jinxed myself, but I said it anyway. I should be able to get out. Straight follow on this. Come over here for the 4. Oh, I got to get past the 6, though, dummy. Remember when I said I probably jinxed myself, you know? Seems to be the truth. You know, probably jinxed myself up, and I did. Oh, boy. I mean, kind of the good news, it's a pretty easy jump shot. Kind of the bad news is if I make it on a jump shot, I got to try to get on this 5 somehow. So maybe if I make it and the cue ball drifts up here, or maybe if I jump it and then it draws back. But man, I don't know. I don't know. That was a bonehead move I just played, you know. A bonehead move, and I can barely reach it. This will be interesting. My prediction, cue ball flies off the table right next to this piece of paper that someone still hasn't picked up. That paper will probably still be there next week when I play here again. That was a decent jump shot. Decent. I'm gonna drive up to this bar right now and see if that piece of paper is there. And then I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give you guys a video update on what that piece of paper was. Problem is this was played like 4 days ago or something. I don't know. It was played several days ago. I don't even remember. I'm not a arithmetician. Played several days ago, so I know that paper has been cleaned up by now. Someone's picked it up. They know what it is. Hey, if anybody wants to send me a new pair of shoes, man, look at these. Look at these suckers, man. I just got those in June. My kids got them for me for my birthday, and I already tore them up, bro. Oh, look at this timing shot. That's like Efren freaking Reyes right there, man. That's exactly the way I drew it up in my head, you know. I'm so glad that went in. You know, I would have been feeling silly if I didn't make that shot. It was a pretty easy one, you know. Pretty easy one there. Can't believe, man. All right. Little stop shot, kind of, you know, drift. It's a stop shot with an angle, so the cue ball drifts. But now I'm dead on this 7. I'll probably just make the 7. I could try to stop it right in here, too, for the 8 this way. We'll see what I do. Or I could come all the way over to here. Yeah, I stopped it for the 8 here. That works out pretty well. Now I could probably stop it again. Shoot the 8, stop it here. Got the 9 right down there. Bing, bang, boom. This game is about over, sucker. Shoot. Shoot, we're looking pretty good here, man. Hey, speaking of looking good, you notice I'm matching. Oh, whoa, don't want to move that. You notice I'm matching the orange and the orange today. Anyways, guys, that's your match. You know, I appreciate you. Josh St. George, you are the man. Thanks for, oh, let me get my bigness going here. You know, I had to eat a big pill of magic mushroom like Super Mario and grow up. But St. George, man, you're the man, dude. I appreciate you. We've got one more match, 8-ball match with him and myself. But I'll probably wait a while to post that one. It was a good match. He played a lot better in that one. And I'll wait a while to post that one because I don't want to back-to-back with the same player, man. I've got some other matches to do in between. And that's it, man. You guys want short rail? Check it out. We got a new design on the website. Take a look. Couple new designs. One says, keep your head down. The other one says, I don't always play pool. Just kidding, rack them. You know, check them out, shortrail.com. And that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. I'm sorry my brain was a little foggy today, a little discombobulated, you know. But we'll be back to do it again next time. Take care. Peace.